explain what I did? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive, do what I does. Wait. Need a light here to catch my buzz. These right here to catch my cuz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it?
Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him. All he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
On 1st and 10, Donnelly. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. 7 yards, the pickup there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Donnelly. Looking sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Donnelly. Open man here. Sims complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
50-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Burrow. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer?
Come on, guys.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, attempt for him.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Donnelly. The throw taken in by Sims. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th.
They got to win a Terry Bradshaw
number.
And this going to change that.
Line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Able to power through. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First down, Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Donnelly. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Donnelly able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those
Every
special
time I do
plays
something,
from one of your
call
better
Hobaleni.
players,
Cheating
and maybe
motherfucker.
try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Stop this fucking cheating.
But all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice
That's bad blocking, guys.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one got tipped.
What the fuck going on, guys?
It brings up 3rd.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Good throw, Burrow.
Into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on, guys.
Drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag.
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him
Good job,
down
guys. Good
3
defense.
yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that.
What kind of block was that, guys?
Before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bengals getting set to go.
Guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, baby.
These guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now
Hit that like button.
Yeah, let's give a
And
big assist to the
subscribe.
defense who got the ball back.
And my boy used to always say, strike a light.
They've got it.
All right.
They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is
Good job, good job, good job.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because
Come on, guys, let's go.
They're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh, God.
Traffic, and it's intercepted.
Oh, come on.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep it cute.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This should have been a fumble, you cheating bitches.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Donnelly. That's caught by
What was that,
Sims.
guys?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2.
Come on, guys. What was that?
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
They never overturned that.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Donnelly. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's time.
So face mask.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Third down. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They guys don't fumble. They don't say my guy fumbled. Come on, guys. He's down. Take the field goal. Well, he's not down. God damn it, bro. Cheating fucking shit, man.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Green Bay Packers. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
You made a lot of mistakes, guys.
Everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field, and to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass.
Jag route.
This pass complete to Higgins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Cincinnati.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackles.
All right, guys, looking good.
35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 34. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Mixon, I know you ain't gonna get hurt this soon.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Good job, good job.
What they needed there, the drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon.
Good job. Look at your head down.
Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Time for
for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun on third down. Donnelly. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
You knew where that was going. Come on, guys.
There to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a
good drag
yard.
route. Good drag route.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
It ain't really a drag route, but we'll call it that.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Good catch and throw.
Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Good job, Miller.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays.
But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive
big boy.
that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Steelers 7.
Big drive.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Donnelly. Ebron with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one even matter.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's
guys.
another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did. At the 1-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Come on, guys.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Yeah, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
Good catch, guys. How did you get way in the middle of the field that quick?
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Steps away. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
No, I do that for us, though. Take a field goal.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
24. Steelers 14.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing on first down. Donnelly. He finds his target, Ebron. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Donnelly. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Donnelly. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. A
nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Cincinnati, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall.
I guess she's still ready to negotiate contract. Let's see.
Wonder if she like the stick shift. Can't afford I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me rolling? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, and I hit that. Okay, and I hit that. Sorry, like it, okay. And I hit that. And I hit that. Ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this.